Hello, everyone. So first off,
Why are we filming these without light?
because we look awful.
It had nothing to do with what that thing says right there.
Okay, so as you can see by the title, we just
In a very random turn of events, can you please just start the story in 30 seconds or less?
Let me recap real quick. We were watching Netflix. We were bored, so Amy said
we had nothing to watch. We weren't bored.
Yes, we had nothing to watch, and Amy said, "Okay, she told me to say a vowel, and she would say a consonant. I said I, and she said P, and somehow stumbled onto us discovering Ip Man.
Yep, man.
As you can see by title, this afternoon overview is going to encompass the entire Ip Man movie trilogy.
So we can make it a little bit longer.
Yeah, let's. And I should try to keep it short because.
No light, it's boring.
Yes, and also the fact that it's easier to just make one encompassing three than just three separate videos because those would be way too long on their own. So, I'm gonna pass it over to Amy. Alright.
Hold on.
Wait, no one can even see you right now.
I'm not gonna take any chances. The NSA could be looking at me.
Idiota.
Alright, so let's get started. As Ryan said, a very random turn of events made us discover this movie. The first movie, let's get started. The first movie, I was like, first 20 minutes, I was like, let's give it a shot. And then it got interesting, and then it got more interesting. And then, yeah, it turned out pretty badass. And then we went to the second one, and I was like, okay, let's look at this movie. Okay, sure. And it turned out to be just as badass. And I'm going to stop right there. So the first movie gets a 9 out of 10 because it's very interesting. The second movie gets a 9 out of 10 as well because it's repetitive. It's the same basic principle, but it's still very cool and very interesting. And I didn't know I could become a fan of Chinese actors, which I'm apparently a fan of Donnie Yen. Which is the most foreign I've gone.
So by the way, he's going to be in Star Wars 8, so we're most likely going to go watch that.
Yeah. Something had to get me into Star Wars. So, and then we watched the third one. The third one I felt it started off slow, and then the ending was like kind of rushed in your face, straight to the point. Mm-hmm. Spoiler alert. The movie came out last year, but spoiler alert. His wife gets cancer, and while I do understand that was very unfortunate, and I have the utmost respect, for, the whole Ip Man thing. The ending was just kind of meh. Yeah. And there was nothing wrong with the ending. It's just that the first two movies just set the bar really high.
Yes. And
for the first and second movies to be the way they were, and have the third movie kind of like, get this, take your ending, and go away. So I felt that was kind of, it was rushed. It was too hectic. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with the ending. It couldn't get to the raised bar that the first two movies had put up. So that's my only issue, honestly. But that one gets an 8 out of 10 because of the ending. Or maybe they could have done something else with the ending. Like, I understand that his wife passed from cancer, which was very sad. But they could have done just something different. Something, I don't know, they ended up with a montage with a final shot of Ip Man, and then him drinking tea, and it just shows you some text
extremely quickly.
Well, subtitles goes by extremely quickly. Just shows you some weird random text telling you what he did. But maybe I could cut them some slack because in the first two movies they explain it a little bit in more detail. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this gets an 8 out of 10 because it couldn't live up to the hype. That's the only reason. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm not saying it wasn't awful. I'm just saying that it was a good movie on its own, but the standards that were set by Ip Man 1 and 2, this one was just like tried its best and just cut short. It was like the runt of the litter. But still, it was pretty entertaining. And that's it. That's all I can say. So it's 9, 9, and 8. I'm going to pass this over to Ryan, and he'll take over from here. Oh, but we cried like 3 times, and that was something.
Yes. So, I can start by saying these movies were really freaking cool. I haven't seen like a solely like martial arts themed film since maybe Kung Fusion. I was like 4 years old when I saw that movie. That was quite fun. Yes, but it was awesome. And when you see the poster, you think I honestly thought it was gonna be like an action comedy, like Jackie Chan style movies. But no, and then we realized it was a biopic. I think is what you call these.
It was a serious movie.
Yes, it was super interesting, and I was quite impressed. Well, it was quite interesting to find that Yip Man was actually an actual person, and Wing Chun is an really cool martial art, which now Amy wants to get into Wing Chun, which, oddly enough, there's a Wing Chun dojo in the city. That's very random.
I was really freaking lucky because all you can find here in the city is Kung Fu, Aikido, and Taekwondo.
Basics.
No, I take it back. All you can find here is Taekwondo and Aikido. That's all you can find.
And depending where you go, karate. So, and Amy's gonna get into Wing Chun because of Ipsifu. And Donnie Yen, okay. First, let me go with my 3 criterias. And these are gonna encompass all 3 movies.
Donnie Yen is badass, Donnie Yen is good, is cute, and Donnie Yen is so freaking hot.
Yes, Amy's quite infatuated with Donnie Yen.
I want to shut up now, I promise.
Okay, badassery. So much fucking badassery, which is to be expected from a martial arts movie, but holy shit! Ipsifu is so fucking badass. He's so OP. Like, if it was like a fighting game, he'd be like a very unbalanced character. Like, he'd be forbidden in competitive gaming.
Why?
He's so OP. He's amazing. His moves are amazing.
What's OP?
Overpowered.
Oh, okay.
So, Ipsifu is amazing. And also from all the other characters. Sad to say, I cannot remember a lot of the characters because there's a lot of side characters. But those characters as well are badass. And it was so fucking awesome. Fighting scenes, they're so cool. So amazingly choreographed. The cinematography. And Wing Chun is amazing as hell. Okay, sass. There's definitely quite a lot of sass spanning across all 3 movies. I would say Ipsifu is quite a bit of a sassy bitch. And as well from the side characters, which I cannot remember a lot of them.
Oh, his wife is sassy as fuck.
Oh, I love his wife. Wing Sing
Chung.
Wing Sing Chung. Yeah! Doña Ipsifu.
Doña Ipsifu. No trabaja en la soñetota, güey.
Idiota. But anyways, sass, yes. Feels. The feels. There's a lot of feels when it comes to all 3 movies because there's a lot of death. Lots and lots of death. Death from characters they make you like, and characters that at first you don't like, and then you like, and then they die. Okay. It goes with all 3 criteria, spanning all 3 movies. Okay, let me get a bit more in depth. The storytelling is amazing. I love how they show the life of Yip Man, although I don't really know too much about Yip Man himself, as I remember when I learned from the movies. But it was amazing. I love Donnie Yen characterization of Yip Man. Alright, what else? Something I'm gonna say is there's quite a lot of unresolved stories with a lot of characters. Like, what's his name? Gene something? The trollmakers from the first movie?
Oh, well, yeah, well, they're just, like, side characters.
Yeah, a lot of side characters, and also...
It's called Ip Man, not Troublemaker Man.
But still. Also,
Yeah,
in the movie, Yip Man has a friend, and that friend wants his son to study Wing Chun. Deja vu.
Yeah, we never found out
Oh,
if
God.
he actually took him, the kid, as a disciple.
I just had a very intense deja vu. Excuse that. Yeah, they never really explained that. Like other like those side characters or like his disciples. Like the only recurring characters are Yip Man, his wife,
His family, of course.
and
That's it.
Yeah, they're the only characters that I never.
Like in all 3 movies, the only characters, even not his family. We can't say his family because the first child.
The first child is not in the 3rd one because this one happens like 10 years later.
The only people that are in the movie in all 3 movies are Donnie Yen and his wife.
I do not know.
Well, Yip Man and his.
Okay,
wife.
let me recap. These movies are amazing. They're super entertaining. There's 3 of them, so it's one hell of a marathon.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know. We're probably gonna go watch Star Wars Rogue One just because of Donnie Yen. Well, she is. I'm gonna watch every single other movie.
But that's a whole other different reason.
Final ratings. I forgot that. I've forgotten that for the past like 4 reviews. Final ratings. Yip Man 1. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it was amazing. Yeep Man 2. I'm gonna say a 9 out of 10 just because, we already see a lot of Yeep Man being badass and beating up foreigners.
Repetitive.
But it's still quite amazing, so yes, that. And Yeep Man 3. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 just because there's unresolved storylines, unresolved issues with characters. Again, it's the same thing. Yeep Man being badass and beating up foreigners. And the ending was just so...
Like, they wanted to really bunch up the last, what?
Like 5 minutes of the movie. So, I guess that's it for now. Until next review, which I have no idea what might be.
Might be Lights Out, Finding Dory.
Oh god, I do not want to watch that movie.
Well, I'll do that on my own. Might be Lights Out, Finding Dory,
or maybe Suicide Squad.
Ooh,
It comes out in
Suicide
August.
Squad. Yeah, I like Suicide Squad.
Anyways, that's it for now, so bye!